Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm a Chinese who has been living and working in Japan for over 10 years. And today I want to share some of my thoughts from a recent business trip to mainland China. Well, it has been almost 2 months since my previous update, and that's because I've just been on the road without a stop. In the past months alone, I went to China twice, and each trip almost a week long. And on top of that, I had a business trip all over Japan nearly every week. At one point, I worked more than 10 days straight, and with overtime up to 11 or 12 o'clock at night. Honestly, that was the heaviest workload I've ever had in my career so far. But these trips to mainland China gave me some eye-opening experiences. Since I've lived in Japan for so long, and in the past 5 years I've only been back to China once. So, the contrast really stood out. The first thing that hit me was just how convenient life in China has become. Take hotels for example. I stayed at one that cost about 350 renminbi per night. That's roughly 7,000 Japanese yen, and which is less than 50 USD. The room was big and fully equipped, and way better value than I've expected. And here's another funny story. On one trip, I realized I forgot to pack my belt, so I tried to find one in the shop nearby, but without good luck. Then someone told me, just order it on Meituan, so I did, and within about an hour, the belt was delivered right to my hotel door. Well, that blew my mind. After years of living in Japan's slower-paced environment and experiencing this kind of efficiency felt almost surreal. I also tried food delivery apps for the first time ever and ordered dinners and even get some Meishui Bingcheng bubble tea. So I know for people in China that's nothing new, but for me it was a fresh experience. Plus my friends showed me all the discount coupons you can stock, and which made it super cheap. And when it comes to food, nothing beat being back in China. The authentic flavors, affordable prices, and it really hit a spot. And in Japan, even the Chinese chefs are cooking, the food just doesn't taste quite the same. On the work side though, I really noticed how intense things can be in China. It's not usual to get work calls at 11 or even midnight. So in Japan, that almost never happens. In China, it feels like as long as you are still awake and you had to be ready to pick up the phone calls or answer emails, and that pace honestly weird me out. And it also made me wonder, how do people in China keep up with that every day? Another thing impressed me was delivery speed. One night around 10:30 p.m. and someone came to pick up my package I was sending, and by the next morning it was already delivered to the city nearby. So that kind of efficiency is just on another level, I should say. And also, the Didi, the ride-hailing apps, it was so super convenient, and every time I ordered a car, it arrived within minutes. But of course, not everything was smooth, and a lot of places didn't accept my Japanese Visa or MasterCard. Since I didn't have much cash in renminbi, I pretty much burned through it all by the end of the trip. So next time I will probably need to plan ahead and maybe get a Chinese credit card. Overall, the word that sums up my China trip is convenience. So from food delivery to hotels to shopping and also to the transportation, everything feels fast and seamless. And compared to that, Japan definitely have a slower rhythms. Both have their pros and cons. So yeah, that's a little recap of my recent travels and what stood out to me. And if you're interested in the differences between living and working in China versus Japan, and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will be sharing more real experiences from a perspective of Chinese living in Japan.